at the age of 12, you came to Ghana, and for you at that age, you knew that you wanted to stay in Ghana.
Yep.
Why did your parents bring you to school here in Ghana? Was it because you're naughty? Because at that time, if you're bad,
always assumes that you were a bad girl.
Yeah.
Huh? No, please look at this face. Am I bad? No. Okay.
Then there's a reason why there's a complaint, because if they're buying houses or in affordable houses, but it's not affordable to the people that are living here, but are affordable for people that are coming to Ghana, then it's not really affordable housing.
And so with the multiple streams that you have added up, would it be more than what you were earning in the UK?
I'm a compliance manager. That job in the UK alone is triple what I'm getting now. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
It's been like an up and down within the first experience, because first you had to find someone that you trust, which is like a trial and error for a lot of different people.
Okay.
Living in Ghana is not easy, especially the more you live abroad, where things are just done in a different way.
The reality of having a disability in Ghana is more challenging because there's a lot of stairs but no railing. Even for me, with even having a disability, how about older generations or just people who have, a problem, or just older, elders?
Yeah.
How do they get up these stairs? How do they go to these buildings or even a hospital?
Hello guys, my name is Cassandra and I'm here to invite each and every one of you guys to the Diaspora Transition Network. It's a network for everyone in the diaspora to join. Any issues you have with GRA, Ghana's Registrar's Office, Lands Commission, they are here to help, support, and also guide you through it all. So click the link and sign up and join today.
I get excited each and every time I have to do an interview with my diasporans, especially when they're coming from the UK and US. I've got a connection there as well. But for me, it's about their journey, their story, why they decided to move, what's been their impact here, would they move back? A lot of diasporans have been like, oh, then tell me I won't move back, I'll stay here forever. So I'm asking you, if I was to take your red passport, if I take your, is it blue or green? For US.
I have a Ghanaian passport.
But do you have a US passport?
No.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Take it. Take it. I'm okay.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm so sure.
I'll be unsure.
You'd be unsure.
Yeah, I'll be unsure.
Really?
Yeah, because so much of my life is in the United States as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would be like
The
in
middle.
a bit of a limbo.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you so sure? I mean, I know at the age of 12, you came to Ghana, and for you at that age, you knew that you wanted to stay in Ghana.
Yep.
12
My
years
parents
old.
were so shocked. Like, how do you know you want to be here? You're only 12. But coming to Ghana, not being the only black person in the room, not feeling like the whole country is set up to make me fail, even though the whole government is a whole nother thing. But still, I felt more at home here, felt more accepted, felt like I could be myself.
Wow.
I didn't have to like lighten myself up and not be the aggressive, loud black girl. I could just be me, and I like that.
Wow. Okay. So let me go back to the beginning. Intro. Mika Boateng, tell us about your journey, who you are, what you currently do, and why you made that transition.
Okay, so I'm Melika, I'm 24. I moved to Ghana again 3 years ago, but I did high school here for a bit in 2009 for 4 years. And when I came back, I loved it. Like, I was so young, but I really felt that my family was here. I could actually have real friends here who understood me. We shared the same problems. That's nice. Whereas in England, the friends I had, it was all surface level. We couldn't really connect. We didn't have the same problems. So how far can the friendship really go?
Why did your parents bring you to school here in Ghana? Was it because you're naughty? Because at that time, if you're
Everyone
bad,
always assumes that you were a bad girl.
Yeah.
Huh? No, please look at this face. Am I bad? No, okay. So my mum was out there with us and the siblings, but my dad was here.
Okay.
And I'm always talking to dad on the phone. Like, he seems to be enjoying good life. He's also doing his business here. It was going well.
Yeah.
So I was like, I wanted to go to Ghana, mum. And everyone was like, what? Because we've gone on like holidays like once or twice, but none of us actually live there.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I think I can go. And I just left.
Wow.
And all my friends thought I was going to live with monkeys and trees. I lived in Essex, by the way, in case you're wondering why they thought that.
Okay. So they thought, they must have thought that you were crazy.
Yeah. When I came on Facebook, at the time that Facebook was popping, they were like, oh, you have internet? I was like, yeah, I've got internet. Like, yeah, those kind of people.
So, I mean, you're only 24 years old. You're going to be 25 this year. But for me, for a 24-year-old to be so sure that this is where they want to live, like, it's a bit shocking. Or are you finding that a lot more people your age are looking to move? Or do you think that you're just different?
No, I would say now being in Ghana, people do contact me like, I want to move, I'm young as well. But I think people overthink too much, and I overthink in my personal life, but when it comes to like business, work, if I say yes, it's yes. So when I made up my mind that I'm going to Ghana, no one could talk me out of it. It was quite simple. It's like the more you delay, the more you start thinking, shall I not? Money, I don't have enough money, what am I going to do? Then you just start doing too much. Just come.
Wow.
You'll be also asking, like, when is it? When will you actually have enough money?
You will never have enough money. So if you're saving to come to Ghana, I need this amount of money, it's just, you're never going to come.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So Rita, tell us a bit about what you do and why you decided to transition.
Oh yeah, so I'm a visual artist, and I came to Ghana when my first summer of grad school, and so actually I haven't been to Ghana during like growing up or when I was younger, but until the age of like 23. I was 23.
Wow.
But now I'm 26. So it was my first time really just kind of reconnecting with my identity as an artist, because my professors were like, okay, Rita, you're a Ghanaian American artist, but how do you really connect yourself with Ghana since you haven't been back? So I was like, you know what, let me take this summer to reconnect. My parents live in Ghana, so it was an opportunity for me to see my parents, my families that I would hear about, but never like saw them.
Wow.
But then being able to do research on my artworks, because I focus on the royal umbrellas.
Okay.
And so part of my research was about the chieftaincy in Ghana, but in the United States, when you see the information, they're usually written by white historians. And only a few Ghanaian historians, maybe like one or two, but with thousands of white historians' information. So I was like, you know what, I need to go back home to reconnect with myself, but then also reconnect with my history as well.
Okay.
And so it's been a good opportunity, and I think, even thinking about royal umbrellas, I tried to make a royal umbrella when I went back to grad school. It was a failed attempt because, in Ghana we use bamboo.
Yes.
You can't find bamboo accessible in the United States.
Right.
Especially I went to University of Wisconsin-Madison, so bamboo is not accessible.
Yeah, it's not common
at all.
Not common at all.
Yeah.
So basically, you left when you were young, or were you born in America? Like, how did it?
I was born in Abidjan, Ivory Coast.
Okay.
So my dad was working at the African Development Bank there. So
Okay.
me and all my siblings were born in Ivory Coast.
Okay.
But we have no connections to Ivory Coast, only just because of our birth.
Yeah.
But then because of the war, we all kind of just disparted different places.
Okay.
And so me and my siblings were raised I was raised in the United States. My siblings were raised in France. And then my parents, because my dad was still working at the bank, they made him move to Tunisia.
Oh wow.
So he actually retired there, and then he was like, you know what, let me go back home.
Wow.
So he came back home. One of my sisters, my oldest sister, Barbara, she came back to Ghana like 5 years ago. And so that was her like recent moment to going back home since she was young. And then my recent moment was 3 years ago. So it's been a back and forth,
So you
journey.
guys weren't raised together? All separate, different places?
But Skype and WhatsApp were our best friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in Ghana now for the last 3 years.
Yes.
How has it been for you as somebody that is in the art and creative industry? Do you think that is something that we take very serious here, or do you think that there's a lot more to do?
I think for me, I feel like I have two different perceptions, because for me, Instagram helped me be able to get into the community, because as an artist, I was displaying my work. Then I'll also follow different Ghanaian artists or African artists that were also practicing here.
Sure.
And so then I was able to be connected. But then like talking to other Ghanaian who are my friends as well, they were like, okay, in Ghana, art is not taken seriously. Even for me, I could see that it wasn't taken seriously, but there were some changes that's been happening, especially now that Ghana is actually becoming like the art hub.
Yeah.
Even when people will say like, okay, there's so many art galleries, so many amazing exhibitions happening. So when people even come, like even Afrochella, they have different art exhibitions that's happening during that event. Or even this December, everyone's making sure they have an art exhibition, because all the Diasporans or all Africans and Ghanaians will come home for that month. So I think it's like kind of both ways. So it's like, yes, it's not valued, but it's getting there.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
So tell us about Sihine.
Yes.
Why that particular name and what that is about.
Yes. So with my research with my umbrellas and the chieftaincy, Sihine means installment. So to make someone a chief. So I was like, you know what? If I ever did a project, I would call it something like that, because within my work, within the photos that I'm seeing, I want people to feel like they're becoming a king, they're becoming a queen. Because I feel like in the United States, we're always saying, oh, my ancestors were kings and queens. But we don't have any resources that says, here are the individuals. So when you don't have those, and if you don't have those resources, who are you relating to? Who are these legacies that you're building from? So Sihine was like a perfect name for me. And so also being in the United States, I was like, okay, I'm having all these photos, I'm having all this documentation, but I'm not finding this in Ghana. It was so hard for me to actually do research in Ghana, because if you don't know the right person,
You won't get the information.
exactly. So I pray, and like I'm so thankful for like the two historians at the Mensah Palace that took time, spoke to me for hours and hours about the umbrellas, the chieftaincy, and they actually brought my motivation of why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Because like the history is important, but sometimes it's not valued. The information is there, but it's not accessible in Ghana. So how do we get that accessibility here?
And make it valuable, like
Exactly.
you said.
Yeah.
These are very important history materials that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
So Rita, living in Ghana, your expectations when you were in the US, has it been met?
It's a journey.
Okay.
Because I feel like my expectations or my perspective of what Ghana was, it was from stories that my parents would tell me, things I was see on social media. When Tumblr was a big thing, I used to follow a lot of creatives who would come back home, and I would see these images. I'm like, okay, even the umbrellas, I was like, ooh, I want to see this in person, but one day. Or even just stories that my friends would tell me. But then coming to Ghana, I'm like, okay, this is actually the reality. Even like where my parents live, traffic. And just the cost of how Accra is so expensive.
Right.
Because I'm like, okay, you know what? I think even if I budget myself, I'm like, okay, whenever I come down, I'll be okay with budget. But the amount of things that you can buy at a very high price is kind of scary, because it's just like, why is it so high and like not accessible to other people?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're spending more in Ghana than the US?
In a weird way, yes.
Really?
Yeah. Just because even if I think about my apartment, when I was in grad school, I was paying, like, Madison, Wisconsin is very high within rents. So I was like, it makes sense because you're going to a Big Ten school, you know, sports, education, you know, research. So you're going to pay for that expense. In Ghana, like, there's some places I'm like, okay, yeah, I can understand the cost of it, but then I'm like, now I can't actually, because everyday people can't afford this.
Right.
You know, I can see my parents will not be able to afford maybe the type of housing that they're building up now because it's not accessible.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you think that those are the things that probably need to change?
Oh, yeah.
So that more people can...
Yeah, it's just so that, you know, then people, because then there's a reason why there's a complaint. Because if they're buying houses, or in affordable houses, but it's not affordable to the people that are living here, but are affordable for people that are coming to Ghana, then it's not really affordable housing. You want something that's affordable to everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. How do you feel about that, Melika?
I agree in a lot of ways, and I see the future of Ghana, sorry to say, it's going in that direction where they're catering more of Ghana to those that don't live here.
Exactly.
So a lot of the things that you probably do in your spare time, the average Ghanaian just can't do.
Exactly.
And it's not okay, but to the government, I'm assuming they think the money is in the diaspora, so let me cater to them. But even the catering to them, it's not even done that well. So it's like...
Exactly. 'Cause I feel like we're catering to luxury lifestyle.
But it's not really luxury though.
Exactly.
I had friends that came down this December and they were shocked at the prices they paid for the services they got.
Yeah.
It didn't really add up.
Yeah, even if you think about like Airbnbs are supposed to be something that's affordable, that you get to go to a destination even if you're in the same country.
Sure.
It's like a staycation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're able to at least like spend time and afford it. Airbnbs, I think I saw something like $1,000 for like maybe 3 days. I'm like, how does this make sense?
Welcome to Ghana.
like no one can even have a staycation because just like the Airbnbs don't, like, it's just like they're making money just to make money, but not actually having that experience.
Right.
Because are you actually paying for the quality that they're serving? Not really.
Do you think the problem is not necessarily the money, but the service that you're getting with, or the apartment that you're getting for the amount?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I look at houses in Ghana where, let's say, I see ridiculous prices, the house is not even worth that.
Exactly.
On Twitter recently, I saw someone bring a house, same price in America, about $60,000, same price in Ghana. We were shocked.
Yep.
The Ghanaian house was just small, run down, barely even anything, but still, that's same price as America.
Yeah.
Why is that the case?
I think also, not in their defense, but a lot of things are imported, right? The raw materials are imported. So people are buying at a high rate to get it to Ghana, and then they have to build. So I think that that's some of the issues that people are facing, especially the real estate people. When I've had a conversation with them, is that we are shipping out nearly everything because you can't get what you're looking for here. And even like with us in the UK, we've shipped a lot of things from the UK.
I have a whole business shipping, so I know.
Do you understand? So that's what they're going through. You're having to ship a lot of things, and that's another cost. So your costs, you want to make sure that you get that money back plus something on top.
No, let's be honest. I think Ghana's the only country where people can be getting over 100% profit. What businesses in the UK are people one item over 100% profit? But in Ghana, you see that I have a business selling beauty, and some of our products are that, and it's shocking to see.
Wow.
Yeah, because in England, it's not like that. That's why like things are more moderate. But out here, Ghanaians, we want to get the profit from one customer. You want to get rich off this one person.
Yep,
it's true.
Truly.
Spoiling the whole market, spoiling everything.
Yeah.
It's true. Okay, I've got something for you before we continue the conversation. I want to read out this comment. Moving to Ghana is not for everyone. I applaud you ladies for the choices you've made to live there. In my opinion, Ghana has its positives, but a lot of negatives. I found it a very chaotic and inconvenient place to live. When you hear that, does it resonate with you? Do you feel the same way at times? Do you agree with this person or you don't agree? Rita first.
Okay. I mean, I feel like Ghana can be a love-hate relationship sometimes because in the United States, everything is fast. You know, your food, fast food. But in Ghana, it's slow. You got to have a lot of patience. And Ghana has taught me, even though I want things to be fast, you have to have a lot of patience. So I feel like it's a love-hate relationship, but it's not an everyday thing. Sometimes I truly love just being here because I could be going through the most stress, but the weather, you can just go outside and just feel like, okay, you know what, everything's gonna be fine. The atmosphere. Yeah, I mean, even you made the comment that the people around you, you feel like, yes, you can have a good time, no one's gonna be judging you. But United States, you just feel like, you know, there's so much pressure that, okay, if you're not this color, or you're not having this job or whatever, you're not going to succeed. But in Ghana, it's like you're making your own reality of what you're doing. Yes, it's gonna be tough, but it's going to be a good investment over the years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Melika? I agree with this person. I think that when you come to Ghana, you have to just remove every past experience of good service and people doing things in the correct manner. And you can't come to Ghana expecting that because then you'll be frustrated and angry.
Okay.
When I first moved, like in my adult life, I spent, I'd say, close to a year constantly angry, loving the country, loving all that, the beaches and whatnot, but the people that I had to work with to get things done, that was like anger just all in me.
Wow.
Yeah.
It took me a year to learn that actually I'm only angry because I've experienced the UK where things are done differently.
Wow.
So remove your expectations and accept Ghana for what it is, and you just maneuver like that, and it kind of works.
Yeah.
But you will surely get angry, trust me.
But it's not going to be like a quick thing.
It's not a quick thing.
It's not a quick fix.
It's up to you to make the choice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So Kofi Chum, who's on my Odana network, has said, regarding service levels, most people don't want or can't pay UK prices, so why do you expect UK service levels? I wouldn't survive as a builder in Ghana because day rates are really low compared to what I get in Europe. It takes time for service level to rise. The few people who provide excellent customer service should be celebrated and paid well for the culture to take off. My 2 cents.
I don't get what the person's trying to say.
They're trying to say that you want UK service, but we're not paying the UK service, but you're looking for UK service.
In terms of salary or what I'm buying something
Both.
for? Because salary is a whole different topic. Like that's awful in Ghana, which we all accept and know. But for some services, sometimes I am paying UK prices.
Okay.
So of course I'm going to expect good service because I'm paying too much.
Customer service, even if you go to a restaurant, a lot of times you'd be waiting for an hour and the person has not come to your table. And it's just like, okay, like I asked for this, you know, even if you're not paying the same amount or UK amount or dollars, there's still some customer service that I feel like, okay.
It's basic.
It's basic. So in a way, the guy's question is kind of,
You don't agree with him?
no.
And let's accept that we live in Accra, so most things that we are paying for, restaurant, if you're going to top restaurants or whatever, that is essentially a UK price.
Yeah.
But the service doesn't match that.
But yeah. But
So-
even if you just go to a regular place, you should still,
Like, even if I go to KFC,
Yeah.
which is it's actually quite expensive for Ghana anyway,
Yeah.
but wherever I go to, I do expect decent level of service.
Yeah.
Not always to the UK level though, but at least like
Yeah.
like a waitress smiling at me. Is that UK level something?
Or welcoming.
Just smile.
Yeah.
You won't smile. Just greet me. You will not greet me.
yes. Or just to make sure that you're okay.
I call you over.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is that a UK thing? Like, not really. It's
I
just,
mean-
It should be part of your
basic level,
customer
yeah.
service.
Yeah.
It should be part of the customer service. Okay, so Melika, you're here, you've got businesses here,
Yeah.
and you saying that the businesses is going well and you wouldn't go back to the UK.
Yes.
What are you doing different? Because you've got like 2 or 3 jobs that you're doing. Do you think in Ghana that you have to do that? You can't just do one job like the UK?
Ghana turns you into a hustler. There's something
Okay.
about the air here. You just want to make money left, right, because that's just the culture.
Okay.
In England, I had a job, marketing exec. It was fine, but I didn't have time to even dream about what else I wanted to do, even though I love business and from young I wanted to be a businesswoman. But England didn't give me that opportunity because I didn't really have much time and very little money to do that after you pay all your rest of the stuff. And I lived at home, better than mine.
Yeah.
So being in Ghana, you see people out here inspire you. You drive around Accra, the cars people are driving, the houses they live in, and from what? All from doing business on the side here and there.
Exactly.
So you kind of are encouraged to do the same. Because I don't know anyone that just has one business and I don't know anyone like that in Ghana.
Wow.
Just one business. No, Ghana equals multiple streams. Like that is a reality out here, which I didn't have that reality like in England, for me anyway.
So you think it's the air?
It is.
It's the culture. Even on the street, people are hustling. Everywhere you go, people are actually hustling, because Ghana's not a place where, like in England, where you can sit at home, please, I don't have money, the government will come, here's some small allowance for whatever. We're in Ghana. If you don't go out and get that money, you will never get the money. Yeah. No one's knocking on your door, giving you opportunities. Just not like that out here.
Wow.
You really have to push yourself constantly, every moment. It's tiring even.
And even just networking too, because you never know who you're gonna meet if you go to an event. You know, that's another opportunity where it's like, okay, I just went to lunch. You meet someone, like, okay, you build that connection. Yeah.
Was it like that in America?
I don't know. I feel like America is just like who you surround yourself with. Because I feel like there's a lot of times people, yeah, you can have your 9 to 5, but your friends are just, I don't know, within my friend group, we all are motivating to each other to go back home, you know, change and be able to make an impact. But I really feel it's like who you surround yourself with. Because as an artist, I'm hoping to be able to have my art everywhere. So all my friends are also trying to make themselves to be everywhere, even if it's their business. So I feel like in the United States, within my perspective, you can have multiple jobs or try to have multiple jobs, but you might not succeed in everything, but there's something that keeps you motivated.
Right.
Yeah, so I think it's really about who you surround yourself with. Yeah.
And so with the multiple streams that you have added up, would it be more than what you were earning in the UK?
Oh, UK, look at the rate. I can't compete. If I wanted like a lot of money, I feel like I'm a compliance manager. That job in the UK alone is triple what I'm getting now. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
When it comes to Ghana, for me, like I didn't move here for instant money because instantly there is none. But I see, I'm only 24, so the money that I have now, I'm like, wow, if I really push and do more, by the time I'm 40, I'll be at a different level to those in the UK. But of course, my friends in England now, yeah, they're getting more than me probably.
No, it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But you think you're living better than them?
I manage people. You're just, yeah, I manage people. Like, I have 2 businesses. I think
You have
my
a
life
few
is
employees,
just,
like-
yeah, like, I think my life is just a bit different, even though maybe when it comes to money, it may not always add up, because the rate in Ghana is just getting worse and worse.
I definitely
Yeah.
agree.
So what are the jobs that you're doing? Talk a bit about that.
So I'm a compliance manager in oil and gas, Shell petrol stations, and that's...
So what do you do?
I basically go around checking that everything is in the right order.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if it's not, then I tell you to do it. If you don't want to do it, then you go home. That's...
Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Straight to the point.
In summary, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
But wait, have you ever told someone to go home?
what? There was a point where I'd say once every 2 weeks someone was getting fired. Really, really bad, right? Yeah, not great.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. For
And
me,
as a young person, as a young 24-year-old, I'm sure there's like older people that you're sacking. Like are they big? Like how is it?
you know what? Emotionally, it's actually very stressful.
Okay.
Because I know that I'm just a small girl. I don't think I'm big. I know I'm young.
Yeah.
So for people that I interact with that are way older than me, that have so much experience, and I'm telling you, do this. If you're not doing it, you have to go home, or I'll sanction you. It's difficult. They look at you like, look at this small girl telling me what to do, but it's just work at the end of the day. Really, you kind of get used to it. But yeah, people beg and stuff like that. But
Do they bring their family members?
I've had that once.
Really?
Yeah. But for me, if I've made up my mind that I'm firing you, whoever you bring just won't change my mind.
Even if they bring Jesus, you wouldn't.
I tell them, even if God comes down himself, my mind is my mind. We're trying to, you see what it is about me in Ghana? I'm trying to achieve something.
Okay.
And I've met some people who are really willing to learn from my small experience in the UK. They want to be more straight. They want to work better.
Right.
But a majority I meet just don't have that mindset. So I can't really help you if you don't want to help yourself, that kind of thing.
Right.
But I do have a few people at work that I'm like, wow, like you actually want to know more. You want to be a better worker. And
Yeah.
I appreciate people like that.
Wow. Okay, any other job?
Other jobs, so I have a beauty brand owned by me and another lady in the UK.
Okay, called?
Boda Organics.
Okay.
We sell skincare, body care, hair care, and all our products are handmade in Ghana,
Oh,
and
nice.
that's shipped to the UK, and then we sell in Ghana too.
Okay.
And that's been around since 2019.
And how's that going?
You know what? I was surprised how well it's going in Ghana, because we started in the UK.
Okay.
And obviously for the UK, anything shea butter based, black soap based, we don't have access to it. So it's exciting and new.
Yeah.
But for Ghana, I was surprised at how much people were actually interested in it, considering a lot of the stuff you can maybe find in the market. But ours,
The packaging.
and obviously additives and stuff that actually make the product something new altogether. So it's going well in Ghana.
Yeah.
I'll drop you some products.
Thank you very much. And you know, when you decided to move, so your mum is still in Ghana, in the UK.
No, they're both. She
moved as well
when I moved, she said, "Oh, maybe I guess I should too." She came.
because of you, probably.
Yeah.
You got your mother to move to
she
Ghana.
Because when I was in high school here, she was still in England.
Okay.
And she could see that I'm really enjoying it. And I kept saying, Mum, like, you said you're here because of the kids, but they're all grown. I'm the last one. I'm in Ghana. So she was just like, yeah, I'm going to come.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what about your other siblings? What are they saying? Like, you being here?
They're happy for me that I've found like a home. They do visit Ghana, but they don't have the strength to live in Ghana.
Okay.
Living in Ghana is not easy, especially the more you live abroad where things are just done in a different way. You get used to that. So when you come to Ghana, you're like, this is a mess. Everything is just, everyone's running on vibes and moving slow, and it's hard for them. So they visit and they love it, but to work and stuff, they only applaud me. Yeah.
Wow. And what about you? How have you maneuvered working with people on the ground?
It's a journey. Just because, especially with what I do with the Broadway umbrellas, I'm the one that's designing it, but I'm working with traditional umbrella makers to actually create, like, sculpture it, you know. And it's been like an up and down within the first experience, because first you had to find someone that you trust and who actually knows your vision or sees your vision, which is like a trial and error for a lot of different people. So I think I worked with like 3 different umbrella makers first until I found the one I'm like, okay, I can stick with this person. It was a recommendation too, so I was like, okay, good. But then the process of making the umbrellas with the different designs that I'm doing, because I'm in a way recreating the umbrellas in a very modern way, using different like techniques like the applique technique, where you're actually just doing pattern makings and then sewing it together.
Okay.
Where in Kumasi, they would just use the embroidery machine and then design everything, and that's it. So it's very, in a way, simple.
Wow.
But then for me to come in and be like, okay, I need you to do this, and they're like, and also all the umbrella makers are males, so it's a little bit different too. So like, how does this young girl who hasn't been raised in Ghana, who hasn't been raised in Ghana, telling me what to do? But now it's like they're like, okay, you know what? This opportunity is actually making us learn more about how can we recreate the umbrellas for the chiefs? How can we create the umbrellas for the queen mothers for different ceremonies? So in a way, it's like we're teaching both of each other's, because it's just like I'm bringing in something new. They're also bringing the history to me, and so it's just like we're just like a teamwork. Like teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So how were you making money? How are you sustaining yourself?
My umbrellas.
Your umbrellas.
Yeah. So I'm also a curator at the Noda residency, so that's able to help me within that. But my umbrellas is like a big investment for me, because I invest in a lot of money within my umbrellas, within the money that takes for traveling, fabrics, you know, communication and everything. But now my umbrellas are, and I'm investing back into myself.
Okay.
So even see Henny, like, it's self-funded. Where sometimes people are shocked because all the photos that I post, even the access that I get, but I'm like, no, it's self-funded, because a lot of times no one's going to give you these photos for free. You had to pay for copyright.
Yeah.
Even access, like, even if I'm wanting to like go meet a chief, the transportation, things I have to buy just to make sure the respect that I'm giving to him or her are, you know, there. So it's self-funded, and hopefully one day I can have a foundation where, you know, even if it's a grant that's helping me, but right now it's just self-funded.
It's self-funded. Okay.
Yeah.
And you know, you have a disability,
Yeah.
right? How is that in Ghana for you? Do you see that as a challenge? Do you feel like in the US it was better, or in Ghana, do people understand? Do people help you?
Yeah, so I think in the United States, it was better in a way just because there's elevators, there's railings for stairs.
Right.
Even if I did have challenges, I mean, it would only be like maybe small challenges that I could just be like, okay, can someone help me? But I think the reality of having a disability in Ghana is kind of like staring, because people are like, oh, even as an artist, I don't really call myself a disabled artist, because then they'll put me in this one category, you know, but I want my work to stand out for myself. But then in Ghana, it's more challenging because there's a lot of stairs but no railings. And the stairs are not like, you know, small stairs, they're huge stairs. And so sometimes I'm just like, even for me, with even having a disability, about older generations or just people who have, you know, a problem, or just older, like, you know, elders, how do they get up these stairs? How do they go to these buildings, or even a hospital? Because still, there's no railings. And so I'm like, why is this not accessible within our architect? And so I actually talked to one of my friends, and they said that it costs more money to create these accessible things for disabled people.
Okay.
Because they had to rethink the structure.
Right.
Which is kind of sad in a way, because it's just like, okay, but, and then even like the steep, or not the, like the slope that they'll have next to the stair. I mean, that's still not really helping either, because that might be on the other side of the building when the door is right there in front of you.
Right.
And then sometimes it's even hard to even have people to come and help you, because the security might just look at you and be like, no, I need to be at my post and that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, so sometimes it's hard, but accepting my disability in Ghana is better, just because people are not staring. You know, in a way, I felt more accepted, because I like, you know, there might have been someone who has something similar, or even if they walk the same way that I walk. So it's like, okay, you know what? I have strength now, more than I was in the United States, because school kids, you know, they like to,
Wow.
you know. But I wouldn't know how that would have been growing up in Ghana, because you don't have
you don't have that experience.
Yeah.
But what is your disability? What is it?
Yeah, so I was born with club feet.
Okay.
And so mostly like my hip was like fractured in some way, and my legs were kind of bending inward.
Okay.
So that's why the reason I had to go to the United States.
Right.
So I was getting surgeries from literally when I was a baby till my last year of high school. Wow. So I had club feet, but then the way that I was born like a month early, so a lot of my limbs did not develop well. Yeah. And so in a way, I feel I don't really use, like, people, I don't know, I feel like I see my disability more than others.
Okay.
Weirdly, because I'm like, okay, I know I'm walking different, or I know my arm is this way, but I feel like people don't really notice. But I'm like, no, you're lying to me. But but I think it's like a self-acceptance journey for myself, and I don't know. I mean, fully like I'm getting there, but it's still a journey for me. And I think especially in Ghana where there's no railings, especially elevators.
Yeah, there's not much. It's true.
Yeah, it's just like it's harder because I'm just like, okay, you know, sometimes I don't want to be dependent on people to help me, because I want to be able to like be an adult in Ghana as much as I was an adult in the United States, where I could simply go to things easily. Or even like the cars where we have so small cars and the seating are so close to the back seat. And I'm like, oh, my knees cannot.
Right.
Yeah, so it's just some difficulties, but you know, I just try to talk to the Ubers or just talk to someone that's close by. Or even when I met you, my friend was with me, just to make sure I was good. Yeah,
just to help you out.
Yeah.
So, do you see yourself living in Ghana, or are you seeing yourself just here for now?
That's a hard question because it's something I've been thinking back and forth. I think for right now, just for this moment, I'm taking it year by year.
Okay.
Just as an artist, because I want to be able to travel to different places. I want to be able to see my art everywhere. But I know to be able to build my foundation that I want to build, especially with my umbrellas and Sihini, I want to be able to be in a place where all the information is here.
Okay.
So that even in a few years, I can now work with different universities and be like, okay, how do we bring these artifacts back? How do we bring these archives back? Or have cultural exchange programs where, you know, we're bringing students from Ghana to United States or the UK within their research, or bringing students from United States to Ghana, because once you're a college student in Ghana doing research, like I said, if you don't know the right person,
you won't get the
or in
information.
the right institutions, or even building institutions. So I hope to have like Sihini museums in different regions.
Oh, lovely.
So that when people are looking for information about like the stool or the umbrellas, or just the chieftaincy in general, is
They'll have it.
accessible.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be like climbing walls and seeing like, okay, where do I need to talk to who? What is accessible? So, yeah.
So my question is, you have this red book passport. It gives you the opportunity to go in and out whenever you want. Children, you can go and have it outside and bring them back. You're saying that I can take your passport. Do you really mean that? Because that means you can't take out you can't go and have your children in the UK. You'd have to marry here, a Ghanaian or whoever you find yourself here with. You have to get your children to school here. Or are you in a place where you're thinking, actually, I'm here for now, but these opportunities for my children, I'd want them to have it outside. What are you both thinking?
For me, I can't speak for my future self, but for me right now, I am actually trying to be more and more Ghanaian. I'm trying to not strip away the UK, because I know it's a big part of me. You could even hear it in my voice. But I'm trying to rely on Ghana actively. So I would hope that in the future I'm the same. So I don't want to be that person like, oh, I live in Ghana, but my doctor there, he's outside. Because it just means that you don't believe in the Ghanaian doctor. You don't believe in Ghana. So I think I'm going to try and do a lot of the things that I would do in England in Ghana.
Would you?
That's the hard part, only because, you know, with my parents, like their children all schooled in different places. And I saw that experience from me and my sisters. And I felt like, I think kids-wise, I might want them to have an education outside just because of that experience that I had. But I mean, maybe for my first child, I'll be a tester. So I will see, okay, that sounds so bad. But I was tested out and see, okay, what is that experience? Even looking at the school system, what are they offering? Because I love art, you know, being able to school outside made me have a deeper appreciation for art.
Yeah.
And I want my kids to be able to do that, because hopefully maybe, I don't know, 10 years by, I don't know, whenever I have kids, during that time frame, you know, the value of art is higher, so that maybe they're teaching and showing the importance of art, and especially history. I mean, I think like Achimota schools are the main school that talks about traditional culture, and I really love that. So maybe my kids will go there, but I want to be able to have my kids be in a place where they're learning about art, how to be an artist, even if it's something that they might not do in the future, but at least they have classes or a professor or teacher that is teaching it, especially Ghanaian history. I want them to be able to know, okay, literally the history, not just the presidents, but of the chiefs, the chieftaincy. So.
Right. And since you've been here, have you been in any relationships with any Ghanaian?
Yes.
And how's that been?
It's interesting. I think there's a big difference between men in the UK and men in Ghana.
Okay.
And even like the way that you communicate is different. I've had a relationship in the UK. My relationship now in Ghana, it's great, but it's very interesting too. The way we communicate is like, you know, in England, like you have like banter and like sarcasm and that kind of stuff. In Ghana, it's not, sarcasm's not really a thing.
They don't take it like...
No, like, it's not really understood well. Like your jokes, like you think it's funny, no one's getting you. So that side of things I think is a bit different. But I think Ghanaian men, when I'm dating one, I feel like, oh, I could actually like marry you. I feel like I could... It's strange, like I see my father in you, that kind of like figure, which I think I appreciate. Men in England, I kind of feel like they're looking at you to kind of not bring them up, but really elevate them. They think that's your role there, like you should be elevating me, making sure that I'm not out doing something crazy, like help me get a job and stuff like that. Right. In Ghana, I do feel like it's more like Ghanaian men are willing to, this is my experience also, before people come for me, but I feel like there's more of a, oh, let me try and take care of you the best I can situation and make sure you're safe, which I didn't really experience in England, which I appreciate. I'm not working to bring him up, he's bringing himself up and helping me come up even.
Okay, all right. And do you find yourself with older men or similar ages to you?
Yeah, similar, a little bit older, but not too old.
Okay.
I don't think I'd date anyone over 30, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in Ghana, there's a weird complex of older men where they think that I'm the small girl and then they'll be trying to, no, I don't like stuff like that. I think Ghanaian men, the older ones, can be very condescending to young girls. And so 30 is my limit. Please.
Okay.
Madame Rita? Hey, Madame Rita, you keep laughing.
It sounds interesting.
That's an interesting conversation. I think with Ghanaian men, they have more of a sense of protection. Yeah. I feel protected.
Oh, okay.
But they're very interesting in how they express themselves. Okay. I'm a very emotional person.
Right.
And also I will want my significant other, not to be emotional, but
to understand the emotions.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe Ghanaian men are not to that point.
Agreed.
Yeah. They're not
on the emotion. Agreed.
Wow.
Yeah, because so even if they'll be like, oh, why are you so emotional? But like these are things that happen. Like people are like that, and they don't really understand that point in themselves. And maybe because they don't want to get themselves to be that vulnerable, because they are seen as a protector. So it's a very interesting.
That's a really good point. I think when I first started dating my boyfriend now, the emotion part.
Yeah.
I used to question, like, do you have emotions? Like,
exactly.
Do you feel anything?
Wow. Like, who hurts you? Like, in a way, like, I question, like, who hurts you that you just strip away your emotions?
Everything is, like, oh, wow. I'm talking about Ghanaians who've lived in Ghana their whole lives, men. Yep. The emotions aren't really there. And I look at my dad and I'm like, yeah, you're not really, like, you feel stuff, but it doesn't come out in a good and healthy way.
Yeah.
That I can say, I agree. Ghanaian men are not really emotional.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's not great though. You need to. I feel like I pull it out of him slowly.
Okay. Yes, yeah. Okay. So in a way, like, yes, there's a sense of protection, but then with us being from the diaspora, we're able to like want that. So they're like, okay, compromise. Okay. So I think they're able to, in a way, compromise about, okay, how do I get to that point where I can support her in that way?
Wow. Right.
It's a struggle. But I think it's a way. It's just it's like a relationship. It's a journey. So he's like, yes, he might act this way, but how can he support, his significant other in that emotional aspect?
That's very interesting. I've never had anybody say that actually.
Really?
So that's
maybe that,
I'm like, yes, you are right.
Yeah, I haven't had no one said that so far. Okay, so before we go, 3 things that if you could change in Ghana, what would it be? 3 things.
I will start by saying, I think the education system.
Okay.
I think there was a point where I didn't live in Ghana, but I saw that education was respected in Ghana, where people who are growing up living in Ghana, like actual living in Ghana, Ghanaians, respected education. Now I feel like when I walk through the streets of Accra, I see that respect to be gone. If I ask a small kid, why are you not in school, they'll even laugh. Like they don't see school as something they should be in, and I'd really want to change that because it's so important.
Okay.
That's my one.
Your one?
My one will be, just because I love history, the importance of history, the importance of museums. I wanted to see more museums in Ghana, not just in Accra,
All over.
all over, because Ghana is not just Accra. Ghana is full of many different people in many different communities, so we need to be able to showcase that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Number 2.
Big one, again, the mindset of the average Ghanaian.
Okay.
I wish out here, because I actually feel like if we changed our mindsets, we could be
Striving. Yeah.
striving. But I think the mindset of, I watched an interview of yours, no joke. I'm not being paid to say this, okay? I watched an interview of yours where it was about school, and a lady was saying that she asked a kid what they want to be, and they said, I want to be a soldier or something like that, so I can get money from people when they salute me. A young kid said that. Do you?
Yeah.
The mindset, if a young child wants to be an army officer or whatever, to get tips
Money.
from people,
Yeah.
let's change that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Number 2.
Roads. We need more 3-lane roads instead
Okay.
of 1.5. And traffic lights, because a lot of times it's sad that why there's so much traffic is because there's no traffic lights to really, direct. And even the people that are directing are not really directing. They're just moving their hands, and what the moving their hands are not really doing anything. And that's why, then you'd be honking your horn. It's just like, oh, because that person's not doing what they're supposed to do. So if there was more roads and I see real traffic lights, I say, okay, this person can walk, this car needs to stop. Then that could definitely help. Yeah.
Number 3.
3, I'm really thinking hard. I'd want to change Ghana into a country where the system where we pay taxes to, you see the money in the country. In the UK, for example, taxes hurt as they hurt in every country, but at least I'm like, okay, when I'm giving my money to somebody maybe at home with kids who can't look after them, or to the National Health Service, like hospitals and stuff like that. In Ghana, I pay taxes. Where is it going to? I don't see it.
Okay.
I would really like to see where my taxes are going to.
Okay. Taxes.
Yeah.
Number 3.
I think for me it will be art. So not just art as a profession, but art stores, being able to have materials from all different ages that can actually buy quality materials. Because a lot of times, even the artists that I work with, they're not able to paint the way that they really want to paint because their quality of the materials are very bad, and that also kind of lacks for them when they want to be able to put their works in galleries, put their works in an international scene too, because they're like, okay, well, I can't really ship my work because the canvas might tear, or even how they ship their works. Their art's not going to survive. So if the quality of the materials are better within the art scene, much better art stores, because I feel like in the United States, and I think maybe in the UK, there's maybe thousands of art stores, but I think we only have one main art store, and it's very small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ladies. So after it's all said and done, would you encourage another diasporan to come to Ghana?
Yeah, absolutely.
I definitely would.
Yeah.
Think less, just come.
Yeah.
Meet
less.
people, network.
Yeah.
Just
Don't get yourself to be ready. Just do it.
you're
never going to be ready.
That's it. You're never going to be ready.
You're never going to be ready.
Okay. So my ladies are saying, think less, come now. You're never going to be ready.
Yeah.
So just jump on that plane and come to Ghana now.
Yes.
I hope that you've enjoyed the conversation with these 2 amazing young 20s, women in their 20s. I feel so old now. Oh my goodness. Women in their 20s who have made that journey to Ghana. If you haven't subscribed to the Diaspora Transition Network, please do so, because we are supporting you on your transition to Ghana. And if you are a diasporan in Ghana already, again, it's a network that you would want to join so that you can converse and be with other diasporans. And also, we are building a database for Ghana. I hope you've enjoyed the show. See you next week on the Diaspora Transition Conversation.